Hi YouTube. So I've been in the process of building this sump now for like several weeks, and I've been using this material a lot. So this is just standard, it's called egg crate. It's just like this rigid plastic stuff that you typically use for like lights, but it works really well in an aquarium. You can cut it all different sizes and use it as a plate to hold media. One of the things I ran into though is how do you cut it accurately? Because you got to fit it into the baffles, into the aquarium just right. So what's the best way to cut it accurately and safely without making a big mess and cutting your finger off? And so this is what I've been doing. It works pretty well. All right, so the key here is Dremel tool. If you don't have one of these, you should go buy it. They're like 60 bucks. The 3000 here works really well for most of what I do. This is just a this is a bit that's oriented toward cutting plastic. Works quite well. You're cutting through plastic, so you typically want to go with as high of a drill speed as you can get it, so it's going to be pretty loud. I'm just going to cut through these and then we'll talk about it. Alright, so that, you see it's not perfectly straight, but that's okay. I'll just hit with a little sandpaper to straighten up the pieces once I'm done. Now let's just move this guy down. You got to keep this clamped against something because these will vibrate if you let it come out too far, and it'll vibrate and it'll kick back on you and create problems. So you want to keep the edge you're cutting as close to the lip of the table or whatever you're using as possible. Okay, so there's a little piece left. You can see here that just kind of snaps right off. There you go. Yeah, nice little clean edge. The problem you run into is that the drill bit gets hot, and if you don't move back and forth, kind of, it'll melt. The plastic will melt and gum up the bit. So you gotta watch out for the cutting through these plastics. You gotta watch out for that. So pull off the little the little melted edge pieces. They snap right off. Okay, and then take some real light, light for what I typically do, like 80 grit sandpaper, and just come down through here and. All right, so this is all nice and sanded and good to go. And so now we have to do, oh, look at that, actually. That little piece right there. So you can make a few mistakes. That's not perfect, but it looks good enough. Now this will marry up with this piece. And I'm gonna create this is basically a chamber. It's gonna be a tube. Going to hold the top and the bottom of carbon and purigen, but you know it's real easy to work with. I put another sort of quick tip. These little things, just add some little zip ties. You can lift it in and out of the baffle area, the pit, or we're going to call it the chamber. So anyway, I'll do another video and talk about exactly what this looks like when I'm done. But for now, cutting this kind of plastic stuff, the Dremel is the way to go. Okay.